This video is to give you an overview of the Connect Math homework system you will be using throughout this course. When you first enter Connect Math after registration, you will want to click on the course name in the box over here. This will have your instructor's name. It should be the only course you have. Click on it. It'll bring you into the content. The following content is laid out as you will see here. All right. The folders are set up in units and major exams. So for example, Unit 1, and then Unit 2, the midterm, Unit 3, Unit 4, and then the final exam. These will remain in the order that you see them in. If you would wish to not see them all at one time, you can open or close them all with the little open or close all links up here, and just open, and then you can open individual folders by just clicking on the folder. You should complete the material in the order the content is set in. The items in the course are set to open a new item in the list for you to complete, but you must complete the assignment that comes directly before it. So for example, if you want to do homework 1.1, Connect's not going to let you do that until you've submitted the video assignment for 1.1. So you got to complete this to allow you to take and complete homework 1.1, which will then in turn allow you to watch the video lesson for 1.2, so forth and so on. When you start a homework section, you'll have several help icons available to you. So what you should see when you on any homework question will be the following icons along the right hand side of the problem. The first three are to help you kind of guide you through it. The solve it, the guided solution, show example. And those three will basically just, run you through the problem, either the problem you're currently working on or another example to try to help you solve the problem. If you use some of these, they will make you redo a problem to get credit for the specific problem you're working on. You also have access to a link to textbook help icon, which will take you directly to the textbook section that the content is from. Ask My Instructor, which I really highly advise you use. It sends an email to your instructor with the problem you're working on if you're having issues, and you can type in a question yourself to ask your instructor. The Print This Page, which prints the page, and then you have the tables and the formulas, which are the tables and formulas from the ebook. And those can sometimes be helpful, especially if you have to do something by formula. This is the formula sheet. It's different from the formula sheet that we give you for the exams, but you'll have access to this formula sheet on exams and quizzes as well. And then the tables, you probably won't use those very much in this course. When you're done with an assignment, you'll just click Submit Assignment or Save for Later. If you're not done with it, save it, come back to it. But when you're done, submit it, and that will open up your next assignment in the list. If you would like to review problems in Connect Math, you can do this in a couple of different ways. To review a homework section, you can go to See Report. When you click on See Report, it'll open up the homework questions you had again and show you which ones you got right or wrong across the top. But if you just wanted to practice a couple of these because you wanted to, confirm that you knew what you were doing, you can click on the practice icon over here for any particular question, and it'll open up the availability for you to practice. So you just go through and you can answer and try as many of these as you want. So if I tried to answer this question determining whether they're qualitative or quantitative, the number of students in an English class is obviously a number, so it's quantitative, not qualitative, and I check answer. It checks me off, and I can click on try another, try as many times as I like. When you finish the homework, finish practicing, you just click on done. We also have access for you in the units. For example, Unit 2, if you want to practice for a midterm, we have review problems for the midterm exam in Unit 2, and in Unit 4 we have ones for the final, review for the final. Those are not, they don't count against your grade. You can do them or you not do them as you like, but they're there for you to practice because the problems are very similar to things that you might see on the midterm or the final exam. We also wanted to give you a little information about the midterm and final exams and the Unit 1 and 3 quizzes. You'll only get one attempt at these, so you want to make them count. And when you start them, you have to finish them. There's no saving for later and coming back to them. These are timed and have due dates that are noted in the Connect Math. So if you, for example, open up the midterm, you'll usually the dates that will be available, this will usually be grayed out where it says start this assignment, but the due date will be down here, or the date ranges that it is open for will be there. Okay, usually this is for a 5-day window. So you have to complete the midterm and final exam in one of those 5-day windows. For the quizzes, you have up until a specific cutoff date to get them done. So as soon as you're done with the homework that comes prior to a unit quiz, you want to go ahead and take that unit quiz in the next couple of days so you can get it out of the way. Another important thing when you're taking these is when you have a multi-part question, or if you're not sure, make sure you scroll down to make sure you answer all parts of the questions that are multi-part questions. And for some of them, once you answer a specific part of the question, it asks you to go on and click next, and that will lock in your answer. So be sure of your answer before you move on to the next part in a multi-part question. You will also be allowed formula sheets for the exam or the quizzes. You can obtain these by one of two ways. In the midterm exam or final exam, these will be given, you'll be able to download the attachment here before you start the exam, before you enter the exam. Also within the exam, the textbook formula sheet is in there, so you can utilize that if you prefer that formula sheet. The one that we have here that's attached has like little clues into what from each section or what each chapter in the textbook, what calculator formula or like calculator tools you can use to solve certain problems. So it kind of gives you some hints there on that. We also have these available in D2L. In the content widget in D2L, there's a section called Course Resources, and the ebook formula sheet and this formula sheet here, the attached one here, are there for you to print out anytime you want, so you can have them before you ever even take the test. And that's about it for this. There's really not a whole lot else to say. If you do have any additional questions, please contact your instructor. They'll be able to help you out with whatever you need, and feel free to reach out to them as often as you like. They're there to help you, and utilize them. It's hard enough taking an online class. When you need help, reach out. Thank you for listening, everybody. Cheers, and hope you have a great semester. Good luck to everyone.